Hi, it's David with Marshall Wharf Brewing and craftbeermaine.com, and we are in Narrabus on Islay with the effervescent Martine Nouet. And I have heard about these oysters of Islay that are legendary, especially when just touched by some Laphroaig single malt whiskey. So we're going to check it out.
Yeah, we tried that a few years ago on the spot in Greenwood, where the Craigens Farm oysters is, and we just tried with Laphroaig, but I think we have other, we want to try it with another whiskey and also with the beer, which is really, for me, it's a great discovery. So I'm very interested in doing that. So here are the oysters, but we had a little chat together.
We did have a chat. We typically, in Belfast at Three Tides, as well as much of America, the oyster is typically shucked and they will cut the top muscle as well as the bottom muscle in the shell, leaving all the liquor. But you've explained that that's not necessarily the way that we should do it.
No, in fact, in France we don't keep the first water. When we open an oyster, we don't take it out of a shell, so it's still, the muscle is still to a shell. And what we do, we throw the first water and we wait just a few minutes until the oyster naturally will make another water. Why do we do that? Because the first water is very salty and the second water is much less salty. So you really taste the nuttiness or the iodine of the oyster, and it will not taste so salty. But it's interesting for you to taste both, and you'll tell me the difference. So maybe you start to taste one oyster without whiskey, without anything.
I think that's great.
And then, so this one is with its first water, and then you'll taste another one with the second water, and we'll
so
see.
this is as it is.
Yeah. So of course it's easier to have it like that because it's off the shell.
It's so salty. It's delicious.
Boy, there's a lot of flavor in those.
They're very tasty.
flavorful.
Very much.
So you will need the fork because to take it from the
Cut it from the bottom of the
from
shell.
the bottom, and you have it. And
Don't forget yourself.
I'm going to join you. Yes, of
Hi,
course.
tractor.
While people work here, when it doesn't rain, it's so good that everybody goes to the field.
So this is with the water out.
Yeah, with a second water. They're nutty. We've got a different taste. So it's just a question.
That's a lot different.
Of what you like.
You can taste the meat.
Yeah.
Not so much the salinity. Very, very nice.
And it's got a nutty.
Yes.
So it's a bit nutty, and you really get to the creaminess of the oyster. So it's really a question of choice. But also for us in France, we want to taste them fresh like that because we can check if they're very fresh.
How fresh
because
they
they react when you tease them a little. So now we're going to taste them with Marina.